Okay, we are back. Sorry it's been a minute, but we have been moving. Anyway, here we are. We're going to make these hanging glass lanterns. We're going to etch these glass bottles that we've cut the bottom off of. Here's all the stuff I use. We got some bottle. We got a smaller little jar from yogurt that fits in bottle. We've got wire to make hanger. We've got some split rings, the hang stuff. We got some chain. It's all good. So first things first, what you're going to want to do is once you cut your bottle, get it all prepped and everything, before you start doing it, go ahead and sand it. I like to break off that little ring, but you don't have to. That's all up to you. I see, it's just kind of there. It doesn't really do much for me, but you do you. All right, now I'm taking armor edge, and we're just kind of going through and free-form painting. We've done this before on jars and stuff. I'm looking at other ways to start doing etching. These look pretty good, but I think maybe I'm going to buy, like a small sandblaster or something. See how that works on some of it. Although with the freehand, I don't think it'll work as well. But I don't know. Of course, also I haven't done it in a while. You do need to get this stuff on pretty thick. But either way, it's kind of a decent texture. Here we go. I painted in the leaves and some butterflies. Oh yes, this is another one where I did the stencil, like we do. Draw it out and I take my X-Acto knife. This one, this one I go with tinted. I don't know why I've been having this idea for cracklings and octopuses in a while. But yeah, so, I don't know, sometimes it turns out really good and other times the etching cream doesn't quite do it. It also runs. I've got another one coming up that I tried some new stuff with cream. But either way, experiment, expand your palette on what you're doing. Okay, well, I'm going to sit here and you can watch me draw and finish checking all this out. And then I'll be back in a minute and we'll talk some more.
動き出す窓の外眺めて遠くで揺れる光同じ先見つめ、yeah、 心はもうきっと気づいてる君じゃなきゃ意味ないありきたりかな
Okay, so this stuff is drawing gum or liquid frisket or whatever. It worked pretty well but this is experiment on places where I needed new X-Acto blade too, but also it's been a little bit. So, I've let my mask making skills kind of rest, I guess, or get some dust on me. But yeah, what I do, and you see how here I cut it out, and areas where there's really fine detail I couldn't quite get or were worried about. I just go in with the masking fluids and paint it all in the shapes I have. It worked pretty well. I think maybe you could do the whole thing, like the whole stencil. I may try that in the future, especially for the cream etching. But the only problem I run into it's not that it's necessarily sticky and kind of makes mess on brushes. It dries clear, so you have to be careful of, making sure you know where you put it. Also, points I think maybe I'm putting too much on and not enough. I'm not real sure. Art guy got this stuff for his watercolor and he never uses it. So I was like, hey, art guy, I'm going to start doing this. But it works out. Okay, now we go on with the cream. One thing to make sure with the cream, and I don't think I did it here, is especially with this, once you do your mask, take a minute, and carefully, I guess it won't work with this. Try to make sure glass is really clean. I think that helps. And the edges of masking tape is down really good. They get a little fuzzy edges on some of these. Also make sure you put plenty on. Yeah, that will help you get good even cut, good solid coverage. Or maybe, I don't know. All right, I'll be back here in a few minutes. We'll talk some more. Okay, so I was tempting to paint on a little sheet to kind of match theme on these, but it came out okay. Some part of Jaro was wet, it didn't really show. It's another reason I'm thinking of, you can see the tinted. When you see it in the future, I haven't washed it off yet. But anyway, that's why I think maybe sandblast or like that, getting a little bit more etching definition, I don't know. But yeah, either way, also I'm going to figure out a way, hopefully this week, to show what I, like actually show cutting bottle. Be careful when you do it. I explain that in a future video. But cutting bottle and washing off, all the stuff that I'm sure you want to see. Anyway, what was I talking? Oh yes. So what we are doing here is we're making holder for candle holder. Holder for little candle votive. So it'll hold it under. The whole thing's held by gravity. But yeah, I take some of that utility wire I had earlier and wrap it around these glass yogurt containers. You may have to do some adjustments. This is the first one I'm really working on, so it took a minute to figure out, I need it higher, I need it lower. And then you have to realize, once you get all this made, you get in there, you're also going to have splittering. That's really what stops it from going up to neck of bottle. More, I think, than this. Like, this wire is okay, but it bends easier. So I think eventually it would just wear out and fall and break. You don't want that. So yeah, it takes a minute to get used to. And you just kind of wrap it around. And I figure measure out chain. I tried to keep all of my chains, I think around 15 inches, like standard height. So we figure it out in the future. Okay, here it is making. I got the whole thing. And yeah, that's about it. Here in a second I wash off various bottles and everything, get it figured out. I think here I'm making another one. Okay, you keep watching. I'll be back and talk some more here in a little bit. Hey, I'm already back. I forgot almost I did this, but yeah. I decided to add on these little bells I found. I did that for Christmas. I found them at the craft store. Just a little bit extra decoration to go with these. Also, gives it dual duty of both hanging lantern and like a wind chime sort of thing. Also, I got a good deal on these different size candles. Don't know if you've seen it yet. They're a little bigger. Like, I think the light comes off of them. Plus, almost all of mine were old, so I probably needed some new ones. Oh yeah, here we go. This is it. Finishing up this one. Making adjustments, cleaning things. Oh yeah, okay. So other idea I have, I see many people do it. I wrap copper foil. You get this at craft stores online, various places. This is used for making stained glass, like real stained glass, not the stuff I do. Although maybe in the future I have some ideas. But yeah, we clean it, make sure it's good and clean, and just kind of, carefully wrap it around. I'll come in a bit closer. But yeah, wrap it around, try to keep it fairly neat and lined up. This is another reason to make sure when you cut your bottle, make sure you really get that bottom nice and polished and no burrs or sharp edges, because when you're going to go around and burnish it, kind of press. See how I'm pressing it on? You don't want these sharp edges, because not only will I cut through foil, cut through you. I've lucked out and only cut myself sponge so far doing this. But yeah, that's just what I've done. See, we put it all back together. Okay, you enjoy the rest of the show. I probably maybe come back. We'll see.